This is just a quick video about the movie John Wick 2, which I saw last night. And I'm not going to do any spoilers or anything for you guys that haven't seen it. But although it's pretty far-fetched, as most action movies are, I would say the gun handling and knife handling in John Wick 2 is possibly the best I've seen in pretty much any action movie. And if you guys haven't seen Keanu Reeves on YouTube training with byTaran Tactical, he does 3-gun training. So he trains with the AR-15, a shotgun, and a pistol. The guy is pretty much the real deal when it comes to, you know, Hollywood type action movies. And one thing I like about him, he's not a hypocrite. The guy has a love of guns and cars and a lot of the crap that you see in the movie. And he's not one of these, you know, BS artists like most Hollywood big stars are. But so some of the knives that he uses and guns, I don't have them exactly, but it's kind of similar. He uses in the movie a Microtech Ultratech, which this one here is a Microtech Mikora 2, but very similar to the one that he uses in the movie. It's an OTF type knife, so that means you just push the button and the knife comes, you know, flying out. Now, as far as realism goes, there would be the only point that I would object to is the choice of this type of a knife. You know, he uses one that, like I said, it's called an Ultratech, which is a little smaller than my Mikora. It's about the size of this Lightning here, which is also an OTF knife. And the thing is, that really wouldn't, I don't know, be a good choice, because although it's a great knife, deploys instantaneously, any OTF knife, in my opinion, they're just not that strong. There's always a little bit of blade play, and, you know, the blades are really not that thick. So if he was stabbing in a manner that he seems to do throughout the movie, through people's ribs, right into their sternum, into the aorta, my opinion is a knife like this would not be good, because it would probably snap off. I've never stabbed anyone in the ribs, but I know of people that have been stabbed, and I did have a friend who was stabbed once many years ago, and the blade broke off in the left side of his rib cage. So if you are going to stab someone, not that I'm promoting that, I would say use more of a fixed blade type of knife, John Wick, and that's just my 2 cents on the knives. As far as the guns, great choices. He uses, this is not a Kimber, but he uses a Kimber Warrior, which is basically, you know, a 45 ACP standard 1911. And, you know, this is a Remington R1 Enhanced 1911. And, you know, pretty much the same type of gun, 45 caliber, great choice as far as guns go. In the original movie, I believe they use HK, and I think in this movie, besides using the Kimber, he's using a Glock 34 as well as a Glock 26, which is what this is, as a backup. And, you know, this is a great gun, 10 rounds, very versatile, works perfectly all the time. So I'd say, you know, the gun choices are really phenomenal in the movie. The 45 ACP, the 9mm, really good. The knives, very flashy, and I guess, you know, that's done for, you know, movie, you know, the looks. It certainly looks good when you know, deploy one of these and stick it up underneath someone's chin into their brain. Looks fantastic, but I don't know, quite frankly, if this would get the job done. You could hear, even on this knife, which is close to a $600 knife, this Mikora 2, there's blade play, and it's kind of a thin blade. I think if it met any kind of real resistance, like a skull or a rib or some kind of bone, I think it might, you know, break. So that's just my 2 cents on that. But anyway, as far as the movie goes, highly recommended. If you guys haven't seen it, I would definitely recommend you go out and see it. Fantastic movie. Again, it's a movie, so, you know, one guy shooting 15, 16 guys, you know, unlikely to happen, but, you know, you have to watch it with what they call a sense of suspended disbelief. And that's what I did, and it was very entertaining, well worth the money to see it. And I don't go to the movies too often, but when I do go, it's some type of movie, you know, similar to this. So just a quick overview, synopsis. John Wick 2, great movie. Keanu Reeves, a wonderful actor. Lawrence Fishburne is in there. You know, great actor. He starred in the Matrix movies with him. So it was nice to see those two guys reunited also. And that's it. So highly recommend. I'd go see John Wick 2. And watch John Wick 1 first if you haven't seen it, so you know what it's all about. All right? Thanks a lot.